Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be learning how to do my makeup properly. Apparently I've been doing it wrong all this time, ever since freshman year of high school. So we're going to try and learn the right techniques along with the brushes and everything. And this may or may not end well for me. So we'll see. So hopefully I retain some of this information. But before I get into that, I'm going to show you what I have been doing for the past, 8 years? Has it been 8 years? 9 years? 9 years? Oh my god, has it been 9 years that I've been doing makeup and I haven't learned the right technique? Oh my god. I feel so old. Alright, so let's get into it because I want to see how badly I've been messing up all these years. Alright, so come here. So these are the brushes that I purchased on Amazon. The 3 big ones are the ones I use the most, along with this one, and then the rest I don't know. I don't mess with them too much. I've tried experimenting. I don't think I'm doing it right. So, that's why I'm learning today. That's why I'm learning. Okay, so my makeup has evolved to this bag and, this bag only, so. Okay, first things first, foundation. So I usually do about 1 pump blood on my face. I actually kind of have to move fast here just because I have an engagement at 1:30 and, try not to be late to stuff. I could have just been doing my makeup wrong with the wrong shade all this time, but whatever, it's okay. Shade lighter than I'm supposed to be. Close enough. I haven't been doing this for very long, but apparently bronzer is next, so. Apparently you're supposed to do the top one. I didn't know this. I was just going with either or. So, that's what I've been going with. And apparently it's supposed to be light, but I wasn't doing it light at first. So I technically learned a little bit. But I'm doing it the way that I used to show you the difference. Next I got my little blush thing. And I put it on my cheeks. And kind of blend it out. Sometimes I go across the nose, sometimes I don't. Depending on either or. I don't know. Done. So next I usually try and do my eyebrows here. God, trying to do the eyebrows in this thing is a nightmare because I can't see. I have to get really close to the camera in order to try and see what I'm doing, but I don't want to do that to you guys because it's hey, getting all up in your personal business, so I won't try and do that. Instead, I'm gonna actually focus on the mirror. I like filling this part in. I can't stand when girls don't do it. I know that they're purposely not doing it, but I just can't stand that happens. I like to fill my eyebrows in. We're working with that. We're working with strong lines and filling the eyebrows in. So I don't know if I'm doing it right, but we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn. And I've just recently been introduced to this, which is a powder setting. Yeah, it's an e.l.f. setting powder. Supposed to set your makeup, I guess. You're not supposed to have too much. Well, let me show you what happens when you do too much. It doesn't end up too good. Oh my god, trying to blend this into my face. Okay, there, done. Close enough. I'm also rushing through this too. I gotta leave in 4 minutes. Okay, some highlighter on the cheekbone, on the nose, top lip. Blend it a little bit more out on the nose because it's just really, really shiny. Gonna go for my eyes here. I've always done this, so I'll show you what I used to do a lot way back when, which was major, you'll see. Okay. Yeah, no, it's in your face. It's in your face. I'm not good at doing eyeliner, so I'm gonna skip over that. So I like to go with the dark color, start on the outside, work it in a little bit, and then I go for these colors and I mix them. I literally mix them. Like, this is probably irritating a couple people, so, you know, sorry, not sorry. There, cool. Just glob on mascara. There, close enough. And that is how I typically put on makeup. It works to a certain extent. That's why I've not tried to fiddle with it. Oh my god, people are just texting me. Okay, I really need to go. Not without my phone. Okay, let's go. Alright guys, so I'm back and I took off my makeup, so now I'm gonna be learning the proper technique. So let's see how we do. Oh my god. This video is like 20 minutes, just 20 minutes on foundation. How badly do you think I've been messing up for me to have put on foundation in less than 1 minute and for her to go over a 20-minute tutorial just on foundation? Okay, let's play it.
All right, guys, so first step, well, let's do a pre-step first. Moisturizer slash skincare is really, really important for any kind of facial makeup application. When you're taking care of your skin, your makeup is obviously going to look better and smoother.
Okay, so cleaning my face. I know this is like a makeup eraser kind of thing, but like it feels very nice. It feels very nice. So, you know, we're just getting everything off. Alright, so today I guess I'm using Neutrogena. Just a big glob. I try to put it everywhere. Blend, dang it. This is a lot. I probably put a little bit too much, to be honest, but you know, whatever. Oh boy. Okay, it's drying up, Okay, good. And this is just moisturizer. This isn't even foundation. This isn't even makeup.
Step 2, and kind of the first step of the actual makeup application, is primer. Some people don't believe in primer. I personally think primer is probably one of the... So getting into the actual application part of things, I always put my foundations on the back of my hand or on a palette if you want to be super professional about things. But I always go with the back of my hand, and then I will take some sort of flat foundation brush. I start off with a very light layer. Very, very light. If you build it up right away, if you just plop it on the side of your cheek, that's when it can start to look. So I'll start to blend. Damp beauty blender, definitely a...
Okay, so I see that she applied several amounts of these. Wow, that's... Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go throughout the whole area. Okay, so she's blotting, not rubbing. So that was another thing that I did wrong. I knew I did a lot of things wrong, but man, it's only the first thing, and I've already like messed up what 2-3 times now. Okay, next step.
So from there you can go in with concealer, and concealer is just gonna help to brighten things up, kind of help to even things out even more so. If you have darkness under the eyes, this can obviously really help to brighten things. And you wanna keep this towards the center of the face where we didn't apply as much foundation. But then we go in with our concealer.
Okay, so going in the middle here. I'm going to be a beautiful little butterfly. Okay. I know, I look like a little butterfly, okay? Don't have to make fun of me. Hi, kitty kitty. Can I help you? Always my little distraction. Apparently this helps to brighten the eyes. Come on, eyes. Do you want to come in? Is that what you're wanting? Okay. tell you, huh? We already made a little segment for you, okay? Yes. There you go. Little kitty. So that was just the first step, is like just laying down the foundation. Now I'm going to be moving on to the bronzer. This is my bronzer that I picked out. And I'm going to be watching one of my favorite TikTokers for this. And I may or may not have influenced my decision based on just her accent alone. Like, you hear her accent, you can instantly pick her out. Any person that is on TikTok quite a bit, usually female, you will know who this is instantly. I'm going to be learning her technique, and I think she just explains it in a very easy to understand kind of way.
So for my face shape, I typically like to start at the top of the ear. I kind of use that as my map. And then I will angle it down to the bottom of my ear. And start with just a little, because you can always build it up. So I'm going to go pretty high. Don't go too low. You want to start high, because you want to lift. You want to slim. So top of the ear, and then I'm going to just take it and get it where I want it, to the bottom of the ear. See how I'm really stopping where the bottom of my ear is? And just tap it in place. Don't rub, don't move it around. Just tap it and melt it in.
Okay, so she says that this one is contoured, this one is the bronzer. Saying to start top of the ear, work your way down to the bottom of the ear, which is not that much space, and then you work your way up to the temple a little bit too. So, okay. And she says tap in place. Don't go overboard, and it's a light tap. Don't stroke it. I was stroking it, wasn't I? Okay. It's okay. We're learning. To give the jaw a chiseled look. Not that I have a chiseled jaw, but you know. This is very time consuming. I see why women take so long to get their makeup done, because this is just time consuming. It's a time consuming effort, because you gotta apply it and you can't have it look too absurd. So it's like, alright, so moving on to the bronzer.
It just brings warmth to the face. It makes you look alive. And you can apply bronzer very loosely. It's not meant to give any structure to the face at all. You can apply it, kind of messy, honestly, if you use a light hand. So take some on the brush. Just get a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to very gently just sweep, and see how it's already going on? And just really blend it in, get it nice in there. I like to do it, kind of all over the top and sides of the forehead, and it's just going to give you immediate warmth.
Alright, so as she said, we're going to take our bronzer. I can't ever do her accent. I love that girl so much. Oh my god. Her accent is just, it gives you life, Okay, so get the bronzer. She said be messy with it, so we're being messy with it. We're sweeping. Is it working? Kind of, yeah. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna be starting on the brows.
So what you want to do is you can take like a pencil, a brow pencil, and you want to actually take the cap off, put it against the tip of your nostril, and then make a little mark, and that's where your brow should start. And then you do the same thing, tip of the nostril through the pupil of the eye, and that's where your brow should arch. And then again, same thing, nostril, and then end of the eye this time, and that's where your brow should end.
Gonna get up close and personal here, so she said do this. Right there. Right there. Right there. Okay.
Now the next step is to connect the dots basically. So I'm gonna make this one a little longer so I can connect it. But you basically just wanna connect exactly where you made those marks, because that's going to be the exact place, I guess, where your brows should go, exactly fit for your face shape.
So she says connect the dots, so connecting the dots, I gotta go up a little bit, go across, and go down.
The first step is going to be filling them in. I'm going to start filling in my brows. I personally recommend starting more from like the middle to tail ends and then filling in the front, just because you want that kind of gradient effect that's going to look definitely the most natural. So I like to start from the bottom section, and about here I just make very, very light-handed strokes to start filling in that area.
It says light strokes throughout the brow. I don't know, I feel like I like to make a little line so that I know where to keep myself so that I don't go out of bounds, because I will go out of bounds, I will.
Now the next step is going to be to define the brows. So I'm going to be using the Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel, and you always want to brush upwards. I've mentioned this before, but it's really, really important to always brush upwards, because that's what's going to give you the most natural looking brow possible. And the last step, which is probably my favorite step, is to highlight. And what you want to do is underline the brows, and this is going to give us a really nice highlight. And then on the top, because this is such a light shade, I only go on the very outer edge. And then I just take the dual blending brush, which this brush is so good because the bristles are actually like really stiff but still have a rounded top. So it makes it really easy to get into this arch and make a nice defined but natural looking highlight.
Okay, so to simplify, brush up, brush up. I don't exactly have like a gel-like substance, so we're just using a dry one here. So just brushing up, brushing up, brushing up, and she says lay those down. Lay those down. There. She says put it under here. Put it under here. And then the arch. And the arch. Cool. She says take a brush, so the best brush to match hers is somewhere around here. I don't know where I put it. I just had it. Oh, there it is. Found it. The best brush I can find is this little guy, so we're gonna just blend it on in. Ooh. Okay, so eyeliner next.
I begin by placing the pencil right in at the corner of my eye, and I carefully sweep across. I don't pull the eye area downwards because I don't think it's necessary, and it actually irritates my eyes a bit and makes them water. This way works fine for me.
Okay. Without pulling the eye down. I'm gonna try. A sweep. I'm trying so hard. No, that's basically it, because I don't want to poke myself in the eye, so I'm gonna do the rest in the mirror. Okay, nailed it.
So you're gonna start from the apples of your cheeks. Right in there, and you can leave it there if you want, but I just don't like spots of color anywhere on my face, so what I like to do is just apply most of the color there, and then you're just gonna kind of blend it in to the rest of the cheek.
So I don't have too much of a good brush for this, but this kind of just works for me. So she says to apply most of the color to this general area right here, and then she says to apply it to the rest of the cheek area. Now this is me talking, but I just like to smile to like find where my cheek is. Not that like I don't know where my cheek is, but like just to see like the whole cheek. So alright, I'm gonna be going for highlighter next, so let's try it.
So the areas you can highlight are the tops of your cheekbones, down the center of your nose, your forehead, your cupid's bow, and also your chin. And these are the natural places that the light would hit your face. For me, I like to highlight my cheekbones, my bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow. And I'm laying it quite flat on the palette like you can see here and picking up the product. And then I like to apply this directly onto the highest points of my cheekbones, exactly where that light would generally hit my face. And I'm also blending out the edges of where that highlight is. I'm also picking some more up as and when I feel like I need to, and I'm running this along my brow bone as well, just so that all the lines are connected and that everything is looking quite coherent. And I'm taking some more product and applying it to the bridge of my nose and then also onto my cupid's bow, because those are the areas that I like to highlight.
So I do not have any sort of brush like that. All I have is this one, so we're gonna just make with what we got here. Do a light, and then she also put it like right here, which I didn't even, this is like kind of new to me. And she kind of connects it. I've never seen this before, so this is why I'm learning. And she goes all the way down the nose, and then right here. Cool. Okay, so next is the eyeshadow. This is exhausting. This is like over the span of like 2 hours, so yeah, I've never worked so hard to try and learn makeup. This is a grueling process.
And we're using a blending brush to start with. This is anything with a fluffy finish. We're going to start this in the crease of the eye. So apply this from the outer corner, working over and back above the lid. Making sure to leave a gap just underneath the brow bone. And also remember to keep your eyes open. This will help you figure out the shape that you're creating.
So we're gonna try this one up here. She says to keep the eye open. I really hope it looks like I know what I'm doing, because honestly, I don't. Oh my god, that tickles so much.
We can now move on to contour. Your contour shade is at least 1 shade darker than your skin tone, but can be anywhere up to a black shade. We're going to apply it with that same brush and keep this on the outer lid and into the deep part of the crease. For a more precise application, squash down your fluffy brush and get it deep in that crease. This will prevent you from bringing your contour up too high, which is a very beginner mistake to make. Once you've applied it in that area, open up the brush and blend over and back.
Okay, so she said I was doing one thing right at least, which is the dark color here. That's fantastic, so then I don't have to change at least that. So I'm pretty happy about that, honestly. I finally got one thing right that I was doing all this time.
Now we're going to take a flat brush. This is anything with a smooth, flat line. And we're going to use this to apply our highlighter shade, which is about 1 shade lighter than your skin tone. You're going to apply this on the inner corner of the lid, focusing really close to that inner edge, and then blending across the lid. I like to do a sweeping down motion across the lid, while the other eyeshadows have been blending up and over. This will give you a cleaner finish. You can also then take something with a little bit of shimmer and just pat this over the top of the lighter matte shade. And there you go. That is the finished look.
Okay, so she says get something lighter than skin tone. The only one that's lighter is like this one, so I guess we're going for this one. Okay. She says put it here and blend down. So that's what we're kind of doing here. We're blending it down. Alright, now I'm gonna do setting powder here.
Is a powder that you can use to set your concealed area and also the whole makeup look at the end of, like, when you're done with your makeup application, because it will lock in your makeup and you can wear it all day long and it also won't melt off your face. So I have a bit on the brush and I'm just going to press it into the skin so that it won't like also have any white patches.
Okay, now I'm done with my makeup pretty much. I'm gonna be just setting it with the powder. She says to blot it on, so what we're doing, we're blotting it on, we're not rubbing it on. Oh boy, it's getting dusty in here. Alright, last but not least, there's mascara, and honestly, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you just put it on the eyelashes. There can't be like too much technique to this, can there? Like, everybody's different, but yet, like, how many variations can there be? Here, as a bonus, I'll even throw in like this little curling thing. So this looks like a medieval torture device. I can't be laughing when I'm doing this. Just a miniature one. How about that? It just looks like a miniature medieval torture device. Like, but it makes the lashes look good. Alrighty, and this is the final makeup look. Can you guys tell the difference? Because I can't exactly. I mean, I can see how I can tell a difference, but at the same time it's like, I don't know. But yeah, like I'm still glad I learned the right techniques. Now, will I apply them in future instances when I put on makeup? That's a very strong maybe. It's a very strong maybe. I had fun learning all of that and finally using my medieval miniature torture device. So that was fun. Thank you guys so much for joining and have a good day.